Welcome back everybody to another video, but this time it's not a what if, but this is a reason why I have to say this right now is that Veruna's not the actual werewolf. She is some sort of shaman mixed with a totem. If you don't know what I mean by a totem, I will talk about it sooner or later, but right now I'm going to get this out of the way because this is going to be annoying me the most, even though Rebecca said so yesterday that she sorry because I remember it during that little live stream. I think she said that U2 is not her actual werewolf. This is something I do not know 100%, but I still have to get myself a oral form up for her and then play around with her again to see what else she needs, or if you know a build that is not literally shield gating is better, because shield gating for me is like I'm bored, need to do something else. But right now we're going to talk about Varuna. It's actually a shaman, a wolf shaman, but even though I'm not going to be correct on 100% on all of the things I'm going to say, but it's good enough. Okay, so let me get this right now. I think I wrote that name wrong. Okay, so today, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did say it yesterday in the what if thing about Varuna being like a shaman or something like that, and a few times I talk about it. Varuna is basically a shaman for her wolves, I guess, like the embodiment of the thing. But every time when I see this, I see her skills like that if you hold, you get a buff. You get a passive, I mean. A passive, like a buff, I could say. Constantly as you're giving her. But the last one is literally not that. But let me just say this. That if I continue talking about this, it's gonna be sad. So let's start off with the number one thing. Verona reminds me more of Hercine from Skyrim. Hercine from the Elder Scrolls. I would say Skyrim because I played Skyrim. I played the companions and the Hercine campaign for the hunt, along with I think if you go to Falkreath and you do ask one of the Falkreath guards, and they would tell you to go check out. Or if you go to the family that is crying in front of their tomb, their gravesite, then they will tell you to go to the Falkreath I think jail that is in the base of the guards jail, guards hold. You go there, you talk with this guy. I don't know his name, I forgot about it, because he transforms into a werewolf, but he gives you the ring of Hercine's ring. If I just have to say this. So let's start off with Hercine. I think I could write it, look for it one time. And let's start. Here's Hercine. This is a picture. This is from the wiki, and this is how it looks like in the Elder Scrolls Online. And if you don't have it, I have it. Please play it. It's also a good game to play. You get some of good stories. So Hercine is the main antagonist in basically the Elder Scrolls 3 Blood Moon, and the Daedric Prince, whose spirit is the hunt, the sport of the Daedra, the greatest game, and the chase and sacrifice of mortals. He is known by the titles the Huntsman of the Princes, the Father of Man-Beast, and the Hungry Cat to Khajiit. If you don't know the Khajiit are cat people. If you don't know what I mean, if you have the Bastet helmet for Valkyr, basically it's almost the same, because it looks like a cat helmet. And Khajiit, if you already don't know what a Khajiit is, look up Khajiit. K-H-A-J, 2 I's and a T. And the other one says summoning date of Hercine is the 5th of the mid-year. He is also the creator of the lycanthropy, basically werewolf. but I don't see werewolf in this. I only see like how he's depicted in different ways, because he does not have where in some of the in-game pictures that I see on the wiki, he's walking with a wolf, and he wears a deer's skull on his head. Let's see if I go like, so this is how he looks like in Daggerfall. He walks with a wolf. I know my cursor's not on. The wolf is right next to him. If you see his hand holding a like a leash, and he has a spear. He's wearing a doe's head, or a deer head, or an elk's head. So basically, this is how he looks like. But in the Elder Scrolls, it looks better. In the Elder Scrolls Online, this is how he looks. But he's still wearing. That is not his head, I believe. I think that is just one of his transformations, because he could transform into deers, elks, but ethereal, like a ghost form of them. So if I go straight for this to compare this to Varuna does not look like a werewolf at all, because she mostly looked like a totem. If I go to the thing, if I scroll down and get through what I need to get through. Okay, where is it? It's supposed to show up right now. I'm supposed to have it? No. But, okay, so basically there are the lycanthropy. If you know, it turns people into werewolves, and on full moon, and so on and so forth. So basically, if I read this part right here, he's the father of man beasts and is thusly worshipped by all kinds of lycanthropy infected creatures, such as werewolves. That's Varuna's not. She's a totem, a human-made totem. Were-boars, or if you don't know, werewolf, but in a pig form, or boar, or the wood pigs, the woodland pigs. Were-bears, which isn't in Skyrim, but you have to go to, I think, into the Dragonborn DLC to go to Morrowind and go somewhere in the mountains there. You will have a chance to find 2 of them on some of the old Nordic crypts there. Were lions, that is the Khajiit, and were crocodiles, and that is the werewolf version of the Argonians. There's also were drax, which I don't see here. I think that one is just a drax is like almost like the were crocodiles, but more more like the dragons, but without the wings, like that. But I think that's just a mod, and I believe there's also weird ones, but I don't see that here. So basically, to go here, aspect. Okay. So if I find what the not personality lycanthropy here. Hercine is the patron of the creator of the lycanthropy condition. Evidence of this is given when during the blood moon werewolves, also known as Hercine's hounds, act as the hunters, while the inhabitants of somewhere their prey. The individuals that can defeat the hounds is honored and would receive the favors by the prince himself and face Hercine aspect in one-on-one combat. Basically, either in this form, or not this one, or this form, or in his deer, like he will actually take form as an animal, like a rabbit, like a ghostly rabbit, a ghostly deer, elk, moose, tiger, so on and so forth, if you understand by what I mean. Because you have to hunt him, like, and vice versa. He hunts you while you hunt. He will hunt you while you're hunting him. So basically, you have to hide. It's like hide and seek. Whoever finds each other and slay each other gets the favor. I believe that's how it goes, because I also have gonna look up a video and put it in the link below for 2 videos. One for the companions and one for the Hercine's thing. I think I'll have to look it up, put it on, and I'll tell you the YouTube name from it. Okay, the individual that is defeat the hounds is honored and would receive favor of Prince himself and face Hercine's aspect in one-on-one combat. He is believed by devotees of Hercine himself to be honored to be the prey of the prince, though very few have survived this battle. Basically, he has 3 items in his kit, if I have to say this. It's the how should I put this? Where is it? Going down. He has 3 artifacts: Savior's Hide and the Hercine's Ring, which you could get in Skyrim. The ring doesn't give you lycanthropy, but the ring will actually cannot be taken off, or you could take it off if you finish doing his quest to fight alongside the werewolf, or don't fight alongside the werewolf that left the jail. If you, how you say, defeat the werewolf that is in jail instead of helping him, he will the prisoner will pass away in your because you hunted him down due to the hunt's rule from Hercine, and so on and so forth. And you get Savior's Hide. Savior's Hide is an armor, but let me read out what it does. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, not showing me it. Where is it? Charge Skyrim. If I go there, okay. So basically, it has increased magic resistance by 15% and increased poison resistance by 50%. Basically, it's like Varuna. Varuna's second ability, Fangs of Raksh, like guard Varuna with status effects resistance. So basically, you can do the status effect, but you can't get status effect back. So it's basically like an extra adaptation to her. So even though you cannot see that because I have the thing on that. So yeah, it's like resistance to everything. What is the hide? The hide is just like the carved armor, the carved skin from the prisoner, but he didn't transform back to the human. He stayed as a werewolf where he got skin. This is somehow like how Varuna looks, but instead of having furs, like maybe possibly just the heads of the animal on them. But I know it's not human. I know they're not werewolves. They're actually dogs. I saw the Lavarian. Don't worry. We're getting to the part I'm talking about. Okay, let's go to the part. Back here. 1, 2. And we have Hercine's Ring. Hercine's Ring looks like a silver, like a, not like silver ring, but is a, how you say, it looks like a coral white ring with a wolf's head on it. When you wear it, you cannot take it off unless you finish the mission to fight against him, or don't fight against the guy. Because if you fight against the guy, you get his pelt, but you lose the ring. If you fight alongside the guy, you don't get the pelt, you get the ring, because you can activate it like once a day to transform into a werewolf, and that's it. And he also has Spear of the Hunter. I think there's, yeah, Spear of the Hunter has burned 5 poison points, burden, paralyze, and poison. So basically, it's like damage dealt. Varuna has it as Fangs of Rask as well if you do the damage, not the passive. It's basically the pelt and the spear is in one, but like I said, she's like a totem that gives you buffs and like that instead of like an actual fight. So if we go straight to the lycanthropy, where is it? Personality, nope. Where's the thing? Need to get, okay. Hercine is the patron of the creation or creator of the lycanthropic condition. Evidence of this is given when during the blood moon, werewolves also known as Hercine's hounds. I already said that. Also known as Hercine's house, active hunters that are playing. Yeah. So, over the artifact can be suppressed to bloodlust suffered under the lycanthropic condition Hercine's ring. So that's the one that you could transform into a werewolf, or if you don't do the normal thing. Sometimes before the warp in the west, this ring was reported to resurface in the Iliac Bay. The ring makes the lycanthrope wielder able to turn into beast form or back at will and suppress the hunger. During the blood moon in Solstheim, the enchantment somehow was changed. This ring can allow any person to turn to werewolf form at will, but for lycanthropes, the lust is still there. So yeah, if you have the ring I'm talking about, it's like almost like what Varuna has, but instead of that, it's just a passive. She can't transform to a werewolf, but she can act like a dog, not a werewolf. A dog, a hound, not a werewolf. I'm sorry, but this is Ulfrun's descent when Varuna goes on all fours. It does not actually help to say that she's a werewolf, but she actually only has this because the heads on her body, I believe, takes over her instead of she does it, or instead of she does the fighting herself. Only time when you see her acting normal is like if you're not fighting or using her buffs. She's playing around with the dog skulls that fight against each other and play around like they're chew toys. That's what I see on Varuna most of the time. So I already see the Savior's Caress and all that. So if I go now to the, how you call it, back to my other thing I was going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the totem now. Here's the totem. Yes, a werewolf totem, or a wolf skull, because in Skyrim, this is mostly a skull that looks like a dog. And what does Verona have on her shoulders, which can be removed as accessories? This literally is a skulls. Literally skulls of the wolves, even though they're still alive and have their own mentality as also as Verona. But these are totems, which I have to say the following thing is like, literally this is from the companion side. If you do the companions mission, Bilkis, Farkas, and the head of the companions also has the problem. I need to find that quickly again, because where is it? Where is it? I had it once, now I lost it, damn. Yeah, here it is, the companions. Like the inner circle is called. Like your Vasker, if you do the mission you understand everything. So Fighters Guild, Kotlak, Whitemane. Let me just read you the whole thing. Where is it? Where is the characters? I know for sure I did see it. Basically, I'm going through my phone even though I have it there, but I don't want to remove the totem. Yeah, Totem of Hercine Ayla can only be completed 3 times. Playing must be a werewolf. Okay, Purity. Farkas and Vilkas can only be completed once for each, like the mission. Dragon Seekers. Farkas or Vilkas prerequisites must also complete main quest Dragon Rising. So if I just go, yeah, so the werewolves is Kodlak, Skjor, Farkas, Vilkas, Aelia are the werewolf ones throughout the whole thing. Because there's a line after they finish with Aelia, that's Nyada Stonearm, that is a Nord, no werewolf faction on that, nothing. But if I go to the totems, and I just see, where is it? There it is. There's multiple, there's 3. Oh, where is it? You only get these missions by doing the Skyrim one from Aelia. So basically, each one's supposed to give you like a... Yeah, each one gives you like a different buff or something, but it's not showing me here. So if I have to say this one is normally like... You summon wolves to help you on the end, I think is that one, or the drum. If you don't know what I mean, I think it's this one here. This one is normally like supposed to give... I don't know if this one is it. Like the drum that summons like wolves when you transform into werewolf, or this one is, because I haven't played the companions for a long time. This one is a straight up bone, or literally the shin bone of the thing. But if we go back to the wolf one, the wolf skull, this is 100% the side arms and on her hips as well, the wolf skull. So basically she is nothing more than a totem, a werewolf totem, not a werewolf itself, because it's like, yeah, true, I'm gonna say this. Spirits control her, and vice versa. She can control them to ask for their aid, while one of them sports up, flying around like a wisp. Like their spirit is floating around, like normally. So basically, each one gets to take over, or each one gives their own ability, passive, power, and all that to the shaman. That's why I call Varuna the shaman, or the shaman of no, not shaman of Hercine, or not Hercine's shaman. I think shaman of Hercine or walking totem. Either one of those names. I think I would just take one that sticks with my brains the most, but this is what I'm going to talk about. This is it. The totems on her hips are mostly not accessories, but like a buff. It's like the passives, and from the passives you can get an ability out of it. And so it's from Hercine. Hercine has his own thing, and all that thing I already talked to the whole video about. I'm gonna just say this. This is funny. This is also good to know that this is what I see when I play Varuna. She's not a werewolf. She is a shaman being possessed by the heads or skulls of the companions on her hips and her shoulders. Because in the game, you could remove the heads on the arms. I could just go to appearance right now, go to attachments, and you can see Varuna's armor, which means goodbye. What? Wrong side. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Yeah. So it's basically she's literally a walking shaman, or walking totem, with werewolf accessories, not being a werewolf itself, because a werewolf actually transforms into a hairy monster, not something that looks like a totem on the body, like a shaman that would have like these kind of things on the body. If you do ever actually play Skyrim and you see like a shaman, aka a forsworn, wearing bones around the neck and like that, let me just say this, almost the same thing, but they're wearing goat bones from the game. So if I have to say this again, Bruna, walking shaman, totem, mix up, something like that. I'm gonna just say that because she's a walking totem. I can't say anything else, but she's a walking totem, and she's also a shaman, by using the heads as totems that has spirits still in them that can take over the body at will, or give their aid as whenever they want. Whenever you ask them, like whenever time you change an ability to give you their passive or the power, and then boom, boom, done. That's how it goes. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying is I've been talking like crazy. But I will look up the videos. You could go into the description, click on them. Both of them maybe from the one YouTuber I'm watching, because literally this YouTuber is cool to watch all the the what you call it, the lore from each one of them, and boy, I hope you guys like lore, because when it comes to this Warframe, the only thing I have to say is this: when it comes to Varuna, I have to go to her thing first, to the codex, because none of it actually say. See, nope. Okay. Yeah. 4 beasts, 1 heart, Varuna's loyal wolf pack makes the deadly combination of strength and stealth. Beware the monstrous howl that heralds fangs of vengeance. Basically, a walking totem, literally a walking totem that could give their abilities to the wielder slash caster, like how Hercine does himself, because he can give somebody power, or lycanthropy. You already understand what I'm talking about. Or give them aid. Or if you ever use play Skyrim Special Edition and you choose I don't know, remember what that mod is, but it adds more things to the shaman thing, like summoning wolves, or polymorph into a elk, like how Hercine does elk, wolves, or summon a wolf companion, like how Hercine does it as well. Basically, 4 beasts, 1 heart, Varuna's loyal wolf pack makes for a deadly combination of strength and stealth. Beware the monsters howl that heralds fangs and vengeance. Basically, I want to say this again. Same thing like Hercine. But mostly, she's a walking totem, instead of having actual wolves walking by her. But I don't have to worry about that, because these things are alive and you can see them moving. I like this one the most. This one with the long saber-tooth teeth. So the only thing I can say right now is that thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and comment, because right now this is the only one that irked me the most. If you don't know what I mean by irk, it means it annoyed me, or somewhat made me think too much upon this, since the dev stream on Monday and Wednesday as well, when DE did a little video or live stream 15 minutes before the launch, and Tengers, what they said is correct, and I'm happy to hear that this is not basically a werewolf. It's just, for me, I see a walking totem, because Skyrim got me screwed up, because I had to do all the missions, even though it was tedious. I still do it because, yeah, build a character, and I just did the companions guild, because Whiterun, why not help out anyway? So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will make sure to look for those videos one time while this thing is going to edit and render. See you guys Monday. Bye bye, and take it easy. It's the weekend, and relax and play.